AEW February 5th, 2020 preview and January 29th, 2020 review podcast. Impact in AEW Dark was better. That's about it. I could have given it to NXT. Maybe it's a tie. NXT fans didn't think so. From what I saw of NXT, I liked it. I don't know. I was gonna cover NXT later, but I'm just gonna do it now because, like, I mentioned it, so I might as well not break up the flow. NXT I thought was pretty solid, even though the fans didn't like it. Even Alvarez liked the Damian Priest Dijakovic match. Damian Priest, people don't realize because ROH was dying when he was getting used in the farm system, but he was terrible in the farm system. It wasn't as terrible as Moose was in the farm system. Moose got better in Impact, but really hurt his career. I still think Moose is terrible, and I don't know if it's because of his ROH run. Please comment if you think it's because of that or not. Priest has the McMahon kind of size. Moose does too. Really improved. Dijakovic was always good. He should have been a future ROH star, and they just never re-signed him. I don't think he was. I don't think it was under Sinclair. We shall see. XT also started with a very good Dynamite-ish quality starting match, opening match. Prince Devitt and the Mustache Mountains, Trent Seven. Pretty cool name, Trent Seven. Sounds like Darby Allin's name. Like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Maybe a new one would be pretty cool if Darby Allin was there. And Knox Kai, I don't really care for. They had the Broserweights versus Grizzly Young Veterans. An End of Eternity versus AEW offering, I won't say nothing. I guess I was thinking like the whole show has nothing, but like it basically felt like a dark match. The not the Elite, the Inner Circle versus Darby Allin versus and Private Party. It's a good match, but like it didn't. There was a lot of stakes. I don't know. Like Cody didn't show up or anything. It didn't really matter. I like winning the #1 contendership for that match. NWA last week wasn't that memorable. NWA this week was better. James Storm and Eli Drake's new finisher. They mentioned James Storm's tag background, which was with the NWA tag belt, albeit in TNA. So I feel like Steiner and Booker in the main event Mafia. Wonder if they'll tag James Storm and Steiner down the line, or have them acknowledge the tag team background. Steiner actually wrestled the Rock and Roll Express, I believe. I didn't believe the hype. Get into it. I didn't believe in the hype for Allison Kay versus Thunder Rosa. Like, I didn't feel like they advertised Hard Times that well enough. But like seeing the match on NWA Power, I'm like, yeah, like this is a 5-star women's match. People complain about women not being able to draw. Rosa's got a heel pop. They a face pop. She's over. They're turning her face. She's not Caucasian. They show that a women's division can be very strong. I get it now, and I want to buy the Hard Times pay-per-view as a result of that. So, I started with NXT, then discussed NWA. Both weeks. NXT, 1 week. Let me go back to where I want to start. Impact was better than AEW Dynamite. January 29th, 2020. Impact's main event was the best of series with Elgin and Edwards, two guys wrestling in Noah. Elgin's a former 5-star wrestler. Edwards is a former world champ in multiple companies. Vikingo versus January 28th, 2020, by the way. Vikingo versus Josh Alexander. I don't know why Marufuji jobbed to Josh Alexander, but Vikingo didn't. Vikingo, I guess, is younger. Like, Ego was really damn good. He reminds me of a young Rey Mysterio Jr. He doesn't flip around that much, but he's just so damn athletic. That double jump Sabu salt on the outside sort of reminds me of Rey Mysterio. Not only Sabu, but Rey Mysterio doing the double jump, double rope ring jump in what is it, Second World War III pay-per-view for WCW. Rascals versus Pagano, Murder Clown, Afraid of Clowns. Moose versus Taurus. It's like a Rocky Balboa, Italian Stallion advertisement. So, let me explain to you. The reason people know Rocky Balboa faces Apollo Creed. I don't know if people know if the reason why Apollo Creed chose Rocky Balboa, why he got the chance. It was because of his name, in case anyone didn't know. Italian Stallion. He just basically picked the name and was like, this is the reason why you want to face Rocky Balboa. Just because of the name would make the card sound really good. So he faces Rocky Balboa, he gets taken to the going the distance, and versus history. Moose versus Taurus is basically the same premise. Jordan Grace in the three-way versus Master Rain and Kira Hogan. I think there might have been backstage segments this week or last week about Jordan Grace and how Ty needed help from. Ty needed Valkyrie needed help from Kira Hogan and Madison Grace to beat Madison Rain to beat Jordan Grace. Joey Ryan versus Maximo, hilarious match. Told pretty much the same, not the same story, but had the same fan reaction for everybody, like the AEW Dark match, AEW Dark Episode 18 match, which was the main event. Orange Cassidy, Best Friends, coming down to ringside with Best Friends versus Shawn Spears and Colin Delaney. Very comical, well-told match. And that's wrestling. Telling the match stories, etc. They're both comedy, and they both worked very well, and the crowd was really into it, and it was just a lot of fun energy. On to Impact February 4th, 2020, yesterday, which was still better than AEW Dynamite, January 29th, 2020. So, Impact, February 4th, 2020, yesterday. First hour, Rhino versus Moose. I already said my spiel on the whole animal theming thing. Vikingo versus TJP. Phenomenal. I'm gonna look at the. This is really good. The finish was phenomenal. I'll just go straight to the finish because I remember it. DVD into a Hurricane Rana, countered into a Hurricane. DVD, Death Valley Driver, countered into a Hurricane Rana, countered into an STF by TJP. Phenomenal. Bravo, guys. Ace Austin showed he could main event, albeit he's really getting hurt by this Reno Scum Association. I don't know if he can turn him face or whatever, but he has to get rid of Reno Scum. So I edited this. Came back after watching 2 minutes of the highlights. Came back after watching 2 minutes of the highlights. I quite honestly just watched the match. It was a great match. It's like, especially your candidates, especially when backed. I recommend. That's what Impact had. AEW didn't have any of that. They also had Daga versus and a legend like Dr. Wagner Jr. Someone drawing in Mexico being a big fan of Bandito and Ryu Lee and all those guys drawing for ROH in their home house shows. Ace Austin was in the OK main event. Showing a main event. Reno Scum's hurting him, but otherwise fine. Let's get into the nitty gritty. AEW Dynamite. They teased Nyland versus Shivani. Nyland didn't powerbomb Shivani. Moxley Jericho intro, pretty decent, but never really amounted to anything because they don't face each other. Pushing the Blade versus Young Bucks, okay match. I like Sutter and Alley, which just sort of had a sucky intro. They don't mention this is him as a sooner or less match, less Thatcher. Again, what does that have to do with him being a butcher? Freaking Excalibur screwing that up. They didn't have a Lucha Underground segment or showed them as mercenaries or anything before that, which hurt too. Then Nyla Rose was a big swole match. Nothing special. I thought the big swole match was alright, but like I didn't like Big Swole's not gonna be no more contender for the Riho's championship, so why should I care? Britt Baker, the Britt Baker promo was a little bit memorable. It's showing that she's trying to be a heel. She's a little bit forced on us, possibly because she's like a member. Well, Adam Cole used to be a member of the Bullet Club. Not sure if that was NGPW or whatever. Kip Sabian and Cody Rhodes was alright. Mainly because of the Joey Janela thing, but I guess there are memorable moments like that, but like I didn't feel like if I had a competitor or like another indie wrestling thing going on like DDT or something, I would not have watched Impact. They have the Nets game on tonight. They have at New York City. They have Heat and Clippers. Albeit that's 10 o'clock. I would rather watch those things or play some video games. SCU versus Hybrid 2. Do you want to watch that? Really? Guy from Wrestling Society X, even though that's the guy they should be promoting. He has the tag team champions that no one really wanted as tag team champions. Hybrid Society X. Darby Allin versus a Private Party versus Inner Circle. There's so much star power in the match, and if you're an AEW fan, it's fine, but like I wouldn't watch it in terms of match quality. They could have done better. It wasn't a must-see match. It was just star power. And it's fine. Well, he wants to show. It's like it's fine if there's a cruise, but whatever. And then there's AEW Dark, which is way better. You have Sheeta. Yeah, just think about that. You have Hikaru Shida. You have Riho and Kenny Omega. You have all these people who draw, and they're not on the actual card of Dynamite on TNT, which is paying you like $45 million a year for 5 years. I mean, they didn't want to have to intergender match according to like the Wrestling Observer Live, which I just listened to like 30 minutes ago, 90 minutes ago, 100 minutes ago. But you see my point. Like, there's obviously a star power issue. They're trying to farm their guys, which is fine. But like, you have all these people who draw and they're not on the show. We have Orange Cassidy main eventing with so much going on in them. I can do a whole thing just on that show where on that main event where like Orange Cassidy does a hand spot with Tully Blanchard. I don't even tell the story right, but you know it's great. They have this guy who's basically wants to become a best friend, and they have the whole Tully Blanchard and Sean Spears trying to become tag team guys because of Tully Blanchard's background. They have the first intergender match. They have a lot of stuff going on. They're kind of getting taken out. All these are storyline things. Dynamite didn't have any storyline things, pretty much. Nothing that I cared about, at least. Very few. I felt more invested in Dark than Dynamite. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. AEW Dynamite this week. The not 9 versus 11 lashings is dumb. I don't want to see people. I don't want to see AEW Dynamite going in the dog food route. I don't need to see people lashing people. It'll be better though because of Yuka coming back, even though it's against Britt Baker. The 8-man tag. They will have competition with Charlotte and Ripley, but I'm not gonna watch that. I don't want to support the. But there's a whole Charlotte injuring Kyrie thing, which they're trying to make up for. I admit. They also have if Kyrie was against Ripley, that'd be pretty interesting. Thinking people will criticize her for like not being on the main roster. I don't know. So you have Yuka coming back. You have the 8-man tag with the Elite, the Hangman Page storyline, and the Lucha Bros, which draw, and was it LAX? The Butcher and the Blade, I forget. In any case, that should be an excellent match. You have Sutter there, and you have the other match. Moxley versus Ortiz would be good. It'll support the Revolution main event storyline, and Ortiz is the one who's getting over in the LAX crowd, the LAX tag team with the crowd. What are your thoughts on this, Scrap?